with the introduction of the new curriculum of basic education in Cameroon, which took effect in 2018, it's becoming very challenging for teachers to draft a good lesson plan. Remember, we don't call it lesson note, we call it lesson plan. And teachers are finding it difficult to present a good lesson plan. Let me share with you what has changed and how the format ought to look like. How to draft a good lesson plan and ease your work in the classroom and make the learning environment very appealing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tavis Laboratory. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another video. But this time around, we're gonna be focusing on how to draft a lesson plan, a good one, a good lesson plan, in order to make your classroom work easier and make the lesson more appealing. Um, a good lesson plan is very very important because it not only ease your work in class, another person could easily do the job in your place as though you were the one. So that is it. Let's kick started. Now we have the preamble as the introduction. It's made up of three part: introduction, body, and conclusion. The preamble, individual lesson plan on mathematics for Wednesday, 20 January 2024. Okay, so that's the preamble. The preamble, the first part of our lesson. Yeah, the first part of the lesson. Here we have domain. The domain, no, remember there are five domains. We have domain, basic knowledge. Mathematics falls under the domain of basic knowledge. Yeah, and we have topic. The topic of the day, the lesson falls under a topic: measurement and size, in bracket length. So lesson, converting decimeters to meters. Integrated learning team. Remember, each month has a learning team, occupation, everything is centered around the team. So we have specific objective, specific from the presentation of a ruler, measuring tape, in bracket hand span, observation, exploitation, and explanation. By the end of the lesson, pupils should be able to solve 3 problems out of 4 on converting decimeters. Yeah, that's the abbreviation, decimeters, DM, to meters. The abbreviation, that's the full, yeah, correct, within 10 minutes. Entry behavior, remember, it is the same like previous knowledge, or let me put it this way, it is similar to previous knowledge. Pupils can list the metric system of length from millimeters to kilometers. Okay, that is it. Okay, now we go to resources. Now what we're gonna be what we're gonna be using for to teach the lesson across: the ruler and the measuring tape. There are many other things we'll be using, but these are the essential materials that both the teacher and the pupils are gonna be needing. All right, we have reference. The first reference here is the curriculum. The Cameroon National Curriculum. Remember, we are focused on Cameroon. Okay, our focus is on Cameroon. Okay, so reference, we have the new curriculum. Yeah, the new curriculum, and the new curriculum, and Foundation Mathematics Book 4. The book has been abbreviated. Page 81. We go to the level 2. Yeah, level 2, class 4. That's the class we're going to be focusing on today. Class 4 enrollment. Yeah, you can put your enrollment there, 28, 30, and so on. Average age 8 years plus. The average age, the time span, that's the time span when the lesson is going to be taught across 8 to 8:35. Duration 30 minutes, 8 to 8:30. Duration 30 minutes. Okay, all right, that's it. That's a preamble. That is that for the preamble. Okay, here comes the body of for our lesson plan. Okay, under the body, we're going to be having stages and duration, content or matter. Remember, this stage uh, introduction is compressed. We have revision, we have discovery, and all the like on there. Okay, so we have teachers' activity, pupil activities, and resources. Okay, the first stage here is the introduction. It's going to run for 5 minutes. Yeah, the introduction stage is going to run for 5 minutes. And here, the teacher is going to be finding out or try to find out if the previous lesson taught was understood. So, under content, stages and duration, forget about the movement of the pen. Okay, introduction we have for 5 minutes. Content or matter, yeah. What is your teacher's activities now? Okay, the teacher is going to ask them questions like, and the pupils too are going to respond. Yep, and all this is gonna, yeah, take place on the chalkboard. That's the resources we're going to use. It's not the only one, but the other ones have been made mention already. So it's needless like making mention of everything and the same thing on and on to avoid the repetition. Okay, so now what is the lowest metric system of length? Yeah, the lowest metric system of length asks pupils to stand, sit, clap, and all of that 2 times. Okay, that's what it's going to do before asking the question. The teacher, that's what he's going to do. Okay, that's what he's going to do, and the pupil is going to follow suit, and he's going to ask them oral questions. So what we just read, what is the lowest metric system of length, is the oral question that the teacher is going to ask them. Yeah, okay. And the next one lists the metric table of length from the smallest list to the highest. Smallest to the highest. Okay, now he comments on the answers. Remember, the people are going to do as the teacher asks them to do. He's going to appoint some of them to talk because remember, they can talk randomly. And after the answers, he's going to validate. He validates and effects some corrections. So they take 2 corrections. The people are going to take 2 corrections per what the teacher is going to like give them. So all of this is going to take place on the chalkboard. So remember, it is very important, the introduction stage, and it should run for 5 minutes. Here we must make sure we respect the time span, and we need to have a good mastery of class management. So that's it. Okay, here comes the last part. Yeah, the last part of our lesson plan, because after this we're going to dive directly into conclusion. Okay, yeah, we have presentation. It is at this stage, you see, it is 20 minutes. 20 minutes. It is at this stage that the kids are going to get involved. They're going to start doing some hands-on and build a chalkboard summary with the teacher, what they're going to take down in their books as a small summary, a resume. Yeah, yeah. So that's it. So presentation, 20 minutes. Um, remember, it's about problem solving. So that's a problem situation. It's very, very important in the CBA approach, competent based approach. So he asks a problem, and Tonde, okay, we go to, yeah, he presents a ruler and the tape. Remember, that's it. Sorry, it's not really clear. The teacher presents his didactic materials. The people's role is just to observe. At this stage, they just have to observe. Yeah, and he asks oral guided questions in order to bring them closer to the lesson. Etonde, that's a problem. Yeah, Etonde likes running. One day, yeah, he ran a distance of 605 decimeters. What was his distance in meters? Here, so he validates and appreciates as the kids answer the questions, yeah, the attempts, because at this particular point, we have to let them admit the hypothesis. Okay, so he gradually brings them into the lesson because remember, it's about converting from decimeters to meters. Okay, here we have He writes, you as a teacher, you not write on the board, converting the C matters to matters. So after the kids must have been meeting their hypothesis, so you bring them gradually to the lesson. That today we're gonna see how to convert the C matters to matters. So to convert the C matters to matters is abbreviated here and written in full. Yeah, we divide by 10 because matters is greater than AC matters. Remember, when we moving from a bigger to a smaller value, yeah, a bigger to smaller, we have to divide. So the teacher presents the working on the board. Yeah, that's the distance in decimeters, 605. The distance in meters. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, now we move now to the next one. Thereafter, we have the presentation, still guided questions, because after presenting your chalkboard summary, now you have to um, consolidate what has been done. You have to consolidate. Here we have for, sorry, it is not really clear what can be used to measure long distances. Yeah. And the next question, what activity is a Tunde doing? Yeah. The next one, what distance does he, um, yeah, what distance did he cover? Sorry, there's an error here. Okay, now how can we change the C matters to matters? And which mark? Yeah, how can the C matters to matters? So now it does oral guided questions. So the teacher does all of this orally, yeah, on the chalkboard. Okay, and remember, the conclusion stage was going to run for 10. That's going to run for 10 minutes. Sorry, is the last stage of our lesson. So here you evaluate the children. You're trying to find out if the lesson has been digested. Remember, in our specific objective, it was written there that the children should be able to solve 3 out of the 4 questions that will be given. And here are the 4 questions. Convert the following length in decimeters to meters. Okay, and the question posed here, like from 1, 2, 3, and 4, there are very abstract. Yeah, because for a start, you ask them some abstract questions. So he gives exercise for pupils to solve in the exercise books. Yeah, he instruct pupils to do it individually, moves around. Yeah, while they're working, he moves around and mark the exercise book, because it's an opportunity too for the teacher to meet the kids one on one and try to, like, handle them individually. Okay. um the next one we have, he does the correction, and when necessary. Yeah, so the kids have the role to work as the teacher asks them to do, and they take to correction.